UFOs are what we think they are.
Oh, that right there was the trailer from Tom DeLonge's latest movie, Monsters of California. And he said, what if UFOs aren't what we think they are? What do we think UFOs are? Well, in our minds, we think UFOs are essentially little objects that fly around in the skies that are from different faraway galaxies and planets that carry little green men. Now, the interesting thing is I can think right off the top of my head of two locations that is debunked. Essentially, News Nation recently came out and straight up said that the government has let us kind of believe what we want to believe in the UFO phenomena. Basically started since 1947, the crash of Roswell. We kind of blew things out of proportion and the government ran with it because it was an easy enough cover-up.
They've admitted what we've all known for a long time, that they've lied to the American public, that they've lied to Congress. Now we know they've lied to their own military personnel, made up stories, propaganda. It's disgraceful.
Going back, Steven Spielberg, if you don't know, I've talked a little bit about him on my channel. You might want to double check that. But Steven Spielberg's movie called Taken recently, well, in the early 2000s, also had that same information where the government let it blow up out of proportion and they ran with the story.
Reporters are all over this. We're gonna have to give them something.
Somebody already has.
With us this morning in the KGFL studios is a local rancher who has a startling story to tell. You found something on your ranch? Some kind of debris?
This wasn't just any debris, sir. This was some metal like nothing I'd ever seen before. This was something from another world.
We've got to shut this guy up, sir.
We thought we'd let it go. Divert attention from Mogul. When you've seen the reports on all these sightings, people are eating this up with a spoon. Which do you like better for the press release? Flying discs, flying saucer.
Now I know one of these is from a movie, but keep in mind Steven Spielberg has connections, specifically J. Allen Hynek. So let's go with that theory at the moment. That brings us to today's Congress, where we have Tim Burchett, who could easily be part of the Gang of Eight, telling us so many times, like, we're gonna unveil this information, we're gonna bring this information to light. And he's kicked a hornet's nest by dabbling in the UFO phenomenon. And in doing so, Tim would refer to, I'm not concerned about the little green men, but instead, I'm concerned about where the money is going. Follow the money trail. Okay? Well, that brings us backwards to the early Cold War era. We know that the Nazis were working on some crazy development stuff, right? And at that point in time, even working on things like time travel. Let's just say they created something that worked, right? And in terms of that, Russia started peeling back information from the United States. And we were told that there must be a mole inside the United States somewhere gathering reconnaissance information and learning about our stuff. And that's when we learned, the United States learned, that there was a thing called remote viewing. We coined the phrase.
The term remote viewing actually came out of CIA and military experiments during the Cold War. Around the early 1970s, the CIA got interested in the idea that people might be able to see things at a distance, like locations or objects, without physically being there. Basically, psychic spying was mostly used in the Stargate project, a joint effort with groups like Stanford Research Institute, SARI, where researchers like Russell Targ and Hal Puthoff worked with individuals who claimed to have this ability.
Interestingly enough, a remote is something we have to use to control. Jake Barber recently just came out and straight up said,
what is real is the ability to go into something like a meditative state and summon UAP and pilot UAP.
Let us not forget that the government did just recently come out and tell us that they have AI technology that can look into the future in the White House and read future events. And we also were told that we have technology that can bend space and time. I don't know. It's early. I haven't had coffee yet, and I'm connecting dots. What do you guys think of this? Let me know in the comment section. Am I onto something?